First, we'll go ahead and do a safety check. So go ahead and pull the bolt back. As you can see, the chamber is clear and the magazine is clear. The first step for disassembly would be to remove the firing pin. And if you notice, there's a little slot there. So you can use a small screwdriver, and you would push in and then rotate clockwise. And then you can remove the firing pin. It does have a rebound spring on the end. The next step would be to remove the magazine floor plate. There's a little button there that unlocks the floor plate. You just push in on that. You can move the floor plate forward, and then you can take it off and take out the spring and the magazine follower. The spring actually goes into the floor plate to hold it in place, so when you put it together, it kind of goes in like a unit like that. You want to make sure the hammer is cocked back and the safety is off. You lift up on that latch. Of course, the easiest way to do this is to set the gun down on the top of the slide, then you'll be pushing down on that latch. And then you can quite simply remove the frame off the slide of the firearm. This is your fire control system, and it goes together like a puzzle. It can only go together one way. However, basically what happens is once you take this off, it's not unusual for parts to just kind of fall off of it. Go ahead and point some parts out here. This piece here, that's the disassembly latch. We have the safety, which now you can pivot up and you can take out. This whole section, though, is at this point locked in place because the barrel is locked in. Basically what you do is you just grip a hold of it, lift up, and it pops off. This is the lock piece that locks the barrel and the bolt. At this point, you still have the recoil spring, and this is the disassembly part for that. You have to take the firing pin out first because it goes through this piece, but basically you'll just push forward on that and then you can lift it out. So you push forward, and then you can lift out. The recoil spring at this point would actually be able to come out like so. Take out the bolt. That leaves the barrel assembly. The barrel and the slide are an integral unit. It's all one piece. You have the rear tangent sight. That can also be removed. However, we're just going to leave that on there for now. Theoretically, this would be how you would just disassemble it for field strip purposes. So as far as the frame itself, you would want to, the only thing left in there is the trigger. You can leave that in there. Just clean everything out, wipe it all down. And that's really as far as you would generally want to, take this apart. The bolt itself, that's the extractor right there. You'd want to clean the breech face, clean everything down, wipe everything down. That's basically what you want to do with all this, is just wipe it all down and clean it all up. This whole piece here, this all comes apart. So this right here is our sear. This would be the disconnector. And there again, all these parts come out. If you pull the hammer back, this would come up. You pivot that out, remove that. This is as far as you generally want to take it. This wishbone spring is attached to a pin that goes through, and that's actually what holds the hammer in place. You can see the coils of the spring there, the hammer spring. The hammer spring, to remove that if you needed to, that little indentation right there, you would push in on that, and you could use the metal edge of a screwdriver to push in. When you push in, this little piece here, which is the little retaining or lock piece for that, will come out, and it would lift straight out. and then the hammer spring assembly can slide out the front. There's not really any reason to do that unless it's damaged, so you wouldn't do that in the normal course of field strip and maintenance. So basically just clean off everything, wipe it all down, and then you have to start putting it back together. So it looks intimidating. It really isn't, and in a lot of ways it's like I said, it's kind of like a puzzle. So here, I'll show you what I did there. You have the sear, and it's got that little lip right there, which goes into a little recess right in here. So you would put it on like this, and then you can pivot it, and that little lip goes under the recess, and then that holds it in place. And then pull the hammer back, and then you can push the sear all the way down like that. The disconnector, that little circle goes into the matching hole there. And just push up on the wishbone spring a little bit. And then that holds that in place. And then basically that pivots like so. The safety, it has like a key type shape, and then there's like a keyhole shape. You can put that in place. That just goes like that. So once that's in place, the disassembly catch, you notice that little hemispherical, moon type shape. You put that piece in first, and that actually engages, see it came through there, that part of the wishbone spring, and that's what provides the spring tension for the takedown latch. So, for reassembly, we'll go ahead and first put the bolt back in. This is the locking piece for the bolt. If you notice these little ridges on the bolt, those engage the recesses and everything on this, and that's what locks it in place. So there's a round little portion there, and if you notice right here, there's a little indentation, and that goes in front of that and right there. And if you notice then, when the bolt goes back and forth, that goes up and down. So when that's held down, that's what locks it in place. So then we take our little assembly that we have here. This section right here engages into right there on the locking piece. This little section here will actually engage right into here. And basically, you kind of put it in place and you push down until you hear it click, and then that's locked in place. You take your slide, put it back in its recesses, and slide it over everything until it locks in place. And that's the main portion of the firearm is now reassembled. Now you can put in your recoil spring. And now comes a little bit of a tricky part. This assembly has to go into that hole. The spring has to be pushed in front of it. So use a handy dandy tool. I use these little skewer things for just about everything. You can basically, I don't know if you can see this, but push the spring forward So you can put this in, and then pull it out and push down, and that'll go back into place. Take your firing pin, that slides through the middle of that spring, and it only goes in one way. Then push in, turn it counterclockwise, that locks that back into place. Get your magazine follower and spring and floor plate, put it in, push that down against the pin and slide it back. And we're now reassembled.